Hey there guys, it's Emily. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have a rather large package from SquishyStationHK, and that's honestly because they have amazing discounts, and then on top of that, they were having a 40% off sale. And free shipping if you spent a certain amount, and I certainly hit that goal. So I really couldn't help myself. Before I get started, I also wanted to mention that I'm going to start doing shoutouts at the beginning of my videos for the first comment on every video. If you want to win a shoutout, make sure you subscribe, turn on your notification bell, and be the first to comment in future videos. On this right now should be last week's first commenter. So I also wanted to mention that a few of you noticed in my comments of my last video I have an editor. His name's Matthew, but he goes by Tidal. He's been my friend for a few years now, and he honestly does all of this out of the kindness of his heart just to help me and bring you guys awesome content. So if you have a moment, just go down to the comment section, say hi to him, and maybe thank him for everything he does. It would mean a lot to me if you took the time to do that. And without further ado, let's just get into this video. So first off, these are all the extras I got, and I think it might be because they messed up my order originally. Originally, my first package just contained this as an extra. It is this adorable octopus squishy, and you should never expect to have squishies as extras, but it's just a kind thing to do. And especially on top of the deals, I was surprised to get an extra. However, they did miss quite a few of my items, so when they resent a package with missing items, they sent me all of these as extras. First off, and this is the Amuse Unicorn. I've gotten this before, but I ended up giving it to Cindercake, well, trading it to Cindercake in a trade, and I actually kind of regretted it, because honestly, they're so adorable, and I love how they can stand up on their own. Cute little stars on the back. And this actually is the exact same color that I got last time as well. It's not scented, it kind of just has a normal squishy smell, but still, I love how it just stands, and I'm gonna just put it back there for now. Next up, I actually ordered this, and it came in my first package. They included it in the second, so I assume it's an extra. I'm not quite sure if it was an extra or just a mistake. Either way, it is this mini animal donut, which you will see again later. There it is, kind of closer up there. And lastly, which kind of blew me away, were these little Punimaru Timekeeper owls. I was gonna buy these, but I removed them from my cart because I didn't want to spend too much, which is silly to say, but I mean, I did want to have some self-control. Oh, there's an adorable little clock charm. And here is the rainbow one, which I think might be my favorite. Beautiful gradient. These are a little bit older, and I'm not sure of the exact price they have on their website, but I just remember it was really, really good. And here is the second little owl. And the other clock charm. This one's actually really, really slow rising. I mean, I'm a fan of wrinkly paint. A lot of people aren't, but the tummy is wrinkly, and I mean, I guess the back is still wrinkly as well, but not as much as the little tummy. Okay, so they are scented differently. This one kind of smells sweeter, and this one almost smells like, this one's like fruity sweet, and this one's bakery sweet, if that makes any sense. I can't get a certain scent, but that's the best way I know how to describe it. I also wanted to mention these adorable business cards. They're like, I don't know, I like that how they're kind of see-through. It's a silly comment to make, but let's just get on to what I ordered. The first thing I wanted to show you guys really quick were these Pepper Cha-Cha bonbons, and that's only because they're really hard to get out of the box without damaging the box. So I won't be. Unfortunately, they were shipped in a plastic bag. I think there was bubble wrap around them, but it was still a plastic bag, so there wasn't that much protection, and the corner down here did get dented, but besides that, they did come absolutely perfectly. This one's scented like pineapple, and this one is like strawberry. And if you didn't know, only 500 are produced, and here are my numbers. Next up, we have some Yell products. I think that's what the company is called. It's what I read online. All the words on the tags, besides made in China, ages 15 plus, and choking hazard, are not in English. So I'm just going with what I saw online. Here's the bunny again. This is not the one I showed you earlier. Like I said, they sent me another one in the second package, I guess is an extra. But here is the one I'm showing that I actually got in my first package. They're actually very, very dense and not solarizing whatsoever, but honestly, I kind of enjoy it. I think it's because it's how they're shaped, and just how they press into my thumb is really satisfying to me. Here's the bear. Oh, and I should add, all of these are unscented. I know because of my little cupcakes over there and the jumbo donuts I have. Here's the cat. And the little chick. I really, really want the panda one, so I might end up ordering them. These are usually really cheap on websites, between $2 to $3, so maybe in the future. Here is a jumbo animal donut. I do have the cat and the dog, I think, of this. So just continuing my collection, I got the chick. And this is such a long-awaited addition. This is the panda cupcake, and my favorite animal is pandas, if you didn't know. So I really wanted to add this little guy to the left side of my screen, and to do that, I will do that with you guys. The paint on these is very, very matte, which is very nice. It's really well detailed. As you can see, even the strawberry has little detailing on it, the whipped cream, and honestly the face is too cute. Let's just give it a good old squish. They are actually very, very slow rising, and the size of them is perfect for your hand. Because it just kind of, I don't know. It's kind of just perfect. I'm so in love with this and glad I got it. And his forever spot is gonna be right there. Next up, we have some adorable Bunnies Cafe squishies. Bunnies Cafe has got to be one of my favorite brands. They always just feel so amazing. And these macarons especially are very, very unique because they are very soft on the outside and very adorable. But they also have a rubber filling, if that makes any sense, like the white part. Almost feels like it's rubber. So it's kind of like a cool two-toned feeling squishy. And each one has its own saying and little picture. These came out around Valentine's Day, and I never got the full set because I've been trying to be better about not spending too much money on squishies. But when I saw that I could get these for 40% off, and plus they were on a really good discount to begin with, I couldn't help myself. Oh, also, the one that I got in the grab bag was the only one they had out of stock, so I just thought it was a sign. I don't know. I'm funny like that. They're like the little conversation hearts that you get during Valentine's Day, which I'm sure you already noticed. That one's actually really dense, but this side feels softer. Interesting. And here's the last one. What's going on in that picture? Oh goodness. Okay. It's still really cute. And the thing that I'm probably most excited about in this entire package is this bunny ice cream. Because since I got the unicorn months and months ago, I wanted to replicate the background picture on my shelf. And now I can finally do that, since this is the last one I was missing. I love the size of these. These are so, so big and definitely worth the money. Just because of the size and the detailing, and I don't know, I find them adorable. There's the licensing. And honestly, I'm surprised how well they did behind the ears. I don't know, I'm still nervous ever since the Yummiibear hugging bunny squishy came out, and it was really, I don't know, the ears had a lot of problems. But the ears here are actually absolutely perfect. The detailing's amazing. And the paint job is actually really nice. Alright, I don't know if the music's too loud for that, but it is actually incredibly airy. When I squished it, just a rush of air came out, and it was absolutely amazing. The there isn't much of a scent to it besides like a typical squishy sweet scent, which I don't mind at all. The feeling is absolutely amazing. I'm telling you, Bunnies Cafe always hits the mark. Continuing with Valentine's squishies, even though it's way after Valentine's Day, this was Cutie Creative's, I was about to say Creamy Candy, Cutie Creative's addition to Valentine's Day squishies. This is their Cutie Tummy and Tammy. I wanted these as well, but I wasn't willing to pay full retail price for it. So once again, when I saw them available for such an amazing price, I had to have them. They're the same packaging, and I love that they're Ziploc. I love how companies are doing Ziploc packaging now. And here is Tummy and Tammy. I will say the paint jobs are not the best. You can kind of see where the stitches don't line up, and the eye's a little bit wonky. But that's really nitpicking, especially for the price I got them at. See, it's not quite lined up, but they are absolutely adorable. I adore these so much. They're quite fast rising. From what I know, Cutie Creative is starting to use a different, would it be production company? And they're getting a lot slower, but this was before their switch. This one feels softer, but is fast rising as well. Okay, so this one kind of smells like cookies to me, like a faint smell of cookies, and this one is a generic sweet, squishy smell. Lastly, well, not lastly, I just wanted to show you the last few smaller squishies before I get into the bigger ones that I'm probably going to struggle to keep in frame. So, first off, this is the Yummiibear Pirate. I'm not a big Yummiibear collector. If I get them, it's usually in grab bags. However, when I saw the price for these, I think they had them listed for like $12 and then 40% off. I just thought it was a really, really, really good price for a Yummiibear, since they retail usually about $20 on Creamy Candy's website. And I really like this because, from what I know, or don't attack me if it's not true, it's an Estrella deco, and I love Estrella. She's just a really, really sweet person, and I love the gold. I've always been scared of gold paint because of iBloom's gold. It's quite soft for a Yummiibear. It's definitely not like iBloom soft, but for a Yummiibear, it's quite nice. Almost doughy, which I've never used to describe a Yummiibear before. And I just realized he has little earrings. Oh, that's so cute. Oh, I love him. Oh. Alright, I gotta keep going. Next up is I finally got a mini pop-pop sheep. I've only ever had the huge ones, and I feel like they're not as popular as they used to be. Which, I mean, I'm not complaining, because now that I got him at a really good price, this charm is actually really thick. That's really high quality. I love that. I had to get the Galaxy one because I love Galaxy so, so much. And honestly, the paint is very, very nice. The gradient and then nice kind of sheen it has. Oh, he's so cute. Alright, I'll keep going. And here is one of the mini marshmallow kittens from Punimaru. It is unresealable packaging, so I will keep him in there, but honestly, look at how cute this charm is. It's so heavy though, but honestly, it makes me think it's really good quality as well, because it's not just like a thin acrylic. Alright, let's get on to the big ones. I also forgot to mention that Pirate Yummiibear smelled like buttercream frosting to me, which is absolutely delicious and probably the best scent I've ever smelt from Creamy Candy. Alright, let's get on to this one. It is iBloom's Strawberry Icing Cookie, and when I first saw these, I wasn't that interested, but then I saw how big they were, and it started to pique my interest. And then on top of that, the 40% off means that I got this for an amazing, amazing price. Unfortunately, I couldn't get the rainbow, but honestly, I went back and forth on the rainbow and Galaxy, and I was about to buy both when Rainbow got snatched from me, so honestly it's probably a good thing, so I saved my money. And here he is. He is so shimmery. It's typical, I think it's like a berry scent if I had to say. Oh, that texturing is so nice and realistic. I love that. iBloom puts so much detail into their squishies, and they are a little bit more higher priced, but they're definitely worth it, especially if you can get a good sale. Typical iBloom soft texture, you really can't beat iBloom. Alright, I had to leave the biggest for last because I feel like this is going to give me the most trouble to film. It is Cutie Creative Jumbo Bun, and the bun is really big, but the packaging is like comedically big for how big the squishy is as well. It's super detailed though, and once you get it centered, like the detailing on it, I don't know, it just fits the squishy well because out of the packaging, it just seems like it'd be kind of plain. Oh goodness. And here's the back. Alright, so I wanted to mention that the bag was Ziploc, and now that it's out, it's definitely a lot more manageable to film, and it's really pretty and smooth. I love this. It also would be good for that tattoo, like temporary tattoo deco that people do, like a big one right there. Oh, it's so nice. I love how it's still bread colored at the top, at the bottom, so it looks airbrushed at the top. Although it does have a little hole right there, which kind of bothers me a lot. Since it's not perfectly smooth and I'm kind of OCD about that. But it's just minor. I mean, it's a really big squishy, so the bigger the squishy, the more likely you are to have defects and air bubbles. Super nice and soft. And a really nice sweet scent. I'm sorry, I'm really bad with scents, but just know it's sweet and very nice. Alright, so I better end off this video before it gets too long. If you like this video, please like, comment, subscribe. I would love to see you around next time, so please click that notification bell, get my alerts, and win the shout out in next week's video. Bye!